boy, Brindlewood Bay. Let's get into this, shall we?
Okay, I am sick right now, but maybe my voice isn't that bad. A tabletop RPG, set up like a murder mystery TV show, complete with intros and commercials, but with subtle, dark Lovecraftian elements to it, and best of all, you play as a group of little old ladies with touching moments of companionship to bond with. Oh my gosh, yes. Welcome to the small New England town of Brindlewood Bay. Usual disclaimer, I do have to declare I received this review copy for free, but was provided no other form of compensation. Also, this flew completely under my radar when it did its Kickstarter, and it was a very successful Kickstarter. So as I do this review, it's also kind of my first time looking into the product itself. Launching with the book was also its first expansion of Nephews in Peril, which I'll be reviewing as part of it. So let's just jump into the various sections and then I'll give my final score at the end. First category is accessibility. How easy it is to get the rules physically on digital platforms, in virtual tabletops, or other languages, etc. The answer is you can get this at usual locations like DriveThruRPG being one of the easiest. Also, since its core uses a slightly modified version of Powered by the Apocalypse, any virtual tabletops you wish to play it on pretty much is already set up for it. You just need to plug in any specific things for Brindlewood Bay. It doesn't have the god tier SRD support or auto-completed information for virtual tabletops that some other systems do, but doesn't really need it because the system being fairly light and easy to use. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5, just because it doesn't need all that fancy SRD support, and any platforms that allow Powered by the Apocalypse could easily run this, but it is also only available for native English speakers, and as far as I can tell, printing of the physical copy of the book is struggling right now. Although if you've tried to get printing done these days, you'll know that's a nightmare we all share as creators in the industry right now. Customization. Brindlewood Bay is a fairly rules-light narrative game, and I'll be honest, when I first heard it was a Powered by the Apocalypse game, I expected maybe a couple of cool playbooks and a bit of a neat story. Oh, how I was wrong. From the custom Maven moves for the old ladies that are flavored after some old murder mystery shows from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, to the way the mysteries can be set up that even leaves the game master pleasantly surprised at times, and all the little touches to guide you through the expected steps of daytime and nighttime activities, examining for clues, questioning people, incorporating expected tropes. The content of this book means a ton of customization for the game and plot and mysteries themselves, which is what the focus is on. This isn't a system about character options and tinkering with bonuses and things like this. This is why I'm going to give this 5 out of 5, because in Brindlewood Bay, the main character you all help build together is the mystery and the cozy story itself. Ease of play. The very theme of the game itself, which is pushed over and over in the text of the book, is that it is a narrative-heavy, mostly cozy and comfortable experience that anyone can enjoy. There's no esoteric and complicated rules for hardcore combat. There aren't a ton of character options or mechanics for people to keep track of. Most of the customization focuses on the story and mystery itself, with a lot of the play for the characters being about the narrative interactions. Would this be a very odd option to suggest as an introductory RPG for someone that's never played one before? Sure, but would it be a bad option? No, because this seems extraordinarily easy to pick up for anyone, and would be 1,000 times easier if you have a GM that's already played RPGs before, since the player experience is ultra light and pleasant to get into. It's for this reason I'd have to give ease of play a 5 out of 5. The only way you can get easier than this is if you look at micro RPGs, which are fun but don't have the ideas and support that a game like this has. Theme support. When it comes to theme support, I can't give this a high enough score. I'm going to just flat out start with the fact that this is a 5 out of 5. And I wish I could give it more. From the way the moves are named after old murder mystery names, there's a joke for that in the book, by the way. I won't ruin it. To the guidance on how to create those cozy, touching moments for the interactions of the old ladies, the TV-style intro and commercial suggestions for roleplay, and how to flavor the mysteries and crime to have elements of not only the old murder mysteries, but also with that very light Lovecraftian background element. Everything about this is about supporting its very unique theme, and it's done very, very well. When it comes to organization, I find with books like these, this is the part where usually the score kind of falls off a little bit. But not in this case. The layout is very simple and very tight. It doesn't need fancy in this case, and I think its simplicity actually fits the theme. Sections are clearly organized, and as you can see from this table of contents, each section is very clearly labeled for what rules you need and the included mysteries that come with it. And the appendix even has some great suggestions about why it was designed that way and what media you could watch to get into the mood for it and more. Is every page stunning and eye-catching? No. But I think a book like that would be to its detriment. So I'm giving this another 5 out of 5 because this book is exactly what it should be in its straightforward simplicity. The art does not get in the way. The text is clear and easy to read. It feels like reading an old novel while at the same time having everything exactly where you think it should be. So how unique is this? Well, this is another area I wish I could give this more than a 5 out of 5. I don't even know where to start. From modeling your sessions like old episodes of TV shows, to all the characters being little old ladies, to the murder mystery Lovecraftian tilt to it, incorporating cozy and warm moments, just everything about this could not be confused with any other RPG. Although it shares that powered by the apocalypse DNA with other games that uses that base, the custom way it's played, along with its very interesting themes and style, means it doesn't compare with anything else. I can't think of any other little old lady murder mystery RPGs with subtle Lovecraftian tones to it. Can you? So, in conclusion, despite the accessibility sections getting a 4 out of 5, everything else got a 5 out of 5, with several areas leaving me wanting to give it a higher than 5. I'm just going to give this a 5 out of 5 general score, which I believe is a first for me, and quite the surprise. I didn't think I was going to love this little book quite as much as I did, but I think it's a gem. And right now you can pick up the PDF on DriveThruRPG for like $15. Is it the type of game you'll play for multi-year long running campaigns? Probably not, although the right type of group, maybe. But between one-shot mysteries, intermittent play, or even short campaigns of the same old ladies getting through a number of seasons of episodes, I can see this getting some real playtime. And the bang for your buck at $15 for a book that's almost 170 pages long, with basically all original and very unique content, can't really go wrong with this. And the fact that the Nephews in Peril expansion at almost 200 pages long adds not only a bunch of new content for mysteries, but more detailed information on the town of Brindlewood Bay itself means it already has pretty good expanded content you'll likely want to grab at an equally cheap price of another $15. I'm not being paid to share any of this. I just legit think this is a great showcase to show why indie games have a strength that the big players don't always have. That they can stretch those creative muscles and try unique things that are unusual and could very well fail horribly. Because why not? Maybe they'll actually pull off something unique and interesting by taking a risk that the larger companies may not be willing to do. Brindlewood Bay, 5 out of 5. It's a wonderful RPG. I suggest picking it up. If you like what I do and want to see me get videos out a little more often, consider dropping a donation to my Ko-fi link in the description below. Every few bucks for this Canuck helps out because I'm powered by kindness and brewskis, and brewskis are expensive. As always, stay healthy, stay safe, and have a good one, eh?